Joining me now is Tennessee Congressman Tim Burchett, who has been calling for more answers on UFO information. Congressman, thanks for being with us. Okay, so this is not my cup of tea, but this is yours. Are you happy that this new website is up, and do you think it's going to be helpful?
I think it's the Pentagon smells dollars. You know, it's an agency that loses over $1 billion a year, that's never passed an audit. And they told us since 1947 that UFOs do not exist, that it's a figment of our imagination, swamp gas, whatever. And now all of a sudden, Chuck Schumer's talking about a new department over there, waving around some more money. And guess what? All of a sudden, UFOs do exist, and we're going to bring you out some very poor quality footage and some things that most people in the UFO community have already seen for years. And you know, and I'm sure Congress will pay into it, and we'll allocate them more money. But I don't expect, look, until they come clean with everything, because why would you trust a group since 1947, since at least Roswell, that they've said that these things don't exist, and now all of a sudden the switch turns on? What they've seen is they've seen folks like the good folks at Fox, like yourself, that are covering it, and over half the population believes in it, so they can ask Congress for more money, and it just turned loose. I want transparency. That's all I said during the hearings. Don't bring me any little green man. Don't bring me flying saucers. Just bring me transparency.
So this is going to be stale stuff, is what you're saying on this website. I mean, what would actually look like a good first step in terms of transparency? What would you like to see where you'd say, okay, they're actually taking this seriously now?
Anything that has to do with UFOs. They changed the name to UAPs to further confuse the fact. Don't kid yourself. I mean, they're not being honest about anything. I would say anything that has UFO in it, that they would release it. Just release it to the, they won't release the Kennedy files. President Kennedy was killed over 60 years ago. And this is about secrecy. It's about money, and it's about dishonesty, which is pretty much what Washington is built on. It's both parties. And, we tried to do these hearings, and it was like pulling teeth, brother. We couldn't get, we were denied. We had witnesses scared off by the Pentagon. And then even our own committee staff tried to block us from having our own people there. So, this thing is a cover-up from day one. Just let me see the files. Let the American public see the files. All
right. The website isn't going to cut it, it sounds like. I want to ask you about a more terrestrial issue here. The House Transportation Infrastructure Committee that you serve on is expecting record travel for the Labor Day weekend. You've got Hurricane Idalia. Even with that, people are going to be in the skies. Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg, of course, he's out there talking about airlines and how well things will be handled. What's your confidence level?
Very little. Mayor Pete, I was the mayor of a community. We cut debt. We paid cash for schools. We gave raises, and we're able to do that without more taxes. He's just the exact opposite. That's all he understands. I mean, the guy rides his bicycle. He rides his Suburban all the way up to the entrance of his office, and then he makes the security team get his bicycle out, and then he rides it in for 1 block. I mean, that's what he's about. He's about show, no go. Look, United Airlines, I fly United. Their flight attendants are about to go on strike. You've got TSA problems all over the country. Just you name it. The price of gasoline's through the roof. It wasn't that way under Trump. And now look what we're doing. And more people are trying to travel, and their dollars will go less.
Well, that's a pretty picture as we head into the weekend. Thank you, Congressman. We appreciate your insight. Thanks for being here.